What's up, folks? Welcome back to another episode of Utopia. This is Sinulab, and let's get started. Bees have been what I've been working on the last several hours, but with very good results. Right now, I believe I've got the maroon bee aside. That's the one that produces the red. We are familiar with that one. I had that one going last episode, but I've got the Perusian drone that produces the blue. I had that actually in the alveary for a while and got it to produce, actually I had some squeezing. It's done now, but I've got a bunch of blue dye and I've got a bunch of rose red from last time and still some red dye from the tinted honey there. But we're collecting yellow now because I finally got the saffron. Man, that one was a struggle. I've got that one here in the alveary right now just to produce as much yellow as I can to get the fluorescent dye in a much better position. So with the discovery that we made, last episode or the one before, where each bee, no matter what it is, will have larvae associated with that species type. So the plan now that I have for the three colored bee dyes that we need, the red, the blue, the yellow, is to get larvae of their type, right, and inoculate it with the flying tolerance and the nocturnal and anything on the back end that they don't have. Give them the fast production, give them the long lifespan, and see what that does. In fact, it's going to happen because I think that's the way to do it, right? We've already got a pristine queen, and as long as we keep the same species type with just better genes, we'll just introduce that into the queen each go around, right? We'll bring it down to the apiaries down below and stop it from auto-populating itself so we can be sure we get the inoculated drones always into the princesses until they are all the genes that we want. Excuse me, all the genes that we want. That's the plan. Right now I've got the first, the Perusian larvae getting inoculated with the things that they don't have, which is the rain tolerance, yes, fast production, lifespan long. So we're going to do 3 of these for right now. And this isn't actually an exit spot when it's done feeding into larvae. It only drops over here if it's empty. So once these 3 get through, I got to take this out, put them back on top until these, and let these 2 go through the motions. But, that's just what you got to do until that gets automated in some way, which kind of leads to the next thing I've been doing a little time spending on is the AE system here. Even upstairs, whoops, I missed. Even upstairs here, I've started to get into auto crafting with the molecular assembler. And wow, I was using just the flat interfaces on this and had some issues. You actually got to have a block one, I guess, at least one. This one seems to be the thing that actually pulls it out of the molecular assembler. The flat ones will put them in, but not take them out. That's fine. I got one CPU set up right now. I can really, only craft one thing at a time. So I got to branch out and make a few more here so we can get a few things running at the same time. A little monitor here to let me know if something's still being worked on. Last time, otherwise you got to click here and see if it's running. I am starting to get close on the channels on these low density cables, which is fine. I started the blocks off of the main core with the high density, so we'll have to just start stretching that out pretty soon when we start using up more channels. But I've hooked it up to a redesigned system for all of the pure crystals and then the Fluix crystal. I actually have it set up now to where these seed accelerators are only powered when there's anything in any of these pools. So that's great. And it's only no longer wasting energy on that. Fluix crystals gets taken care of over here. All the pures gets taken care of over there. Got some patterns in these interfaces to craft these and can do it from here now. Just a little center mouse click here and brings up the new panel for crafting, and it lets you know beforehand if you have everything you need or what it needs to craft to get it. And I guess if you're missing something beforehand, I haven't had anything missing for a while, but you can't even start it. So that's pretty cool. It's last You know, the last one, you'd start it and then you'd have to go look at the monitor to see what it was missing or what it was stuck on if it got stuck. So that's pretty cool. We're going to do some more automation here because we need to get a pulverizer and like a redstone furnace part of the crafting network. I've got a couple of recipes in here I want to start crafting or programming it to craft that I can't really do reliably yet. Like glass, I need to, if I need the powder and the glass to make the AE glass, then I need tell it how to make glass out of sand and all that jazz, and I just need to hook those up. That's just going to need to be happening. But right now, oh, that's not one of those. Sorry, folks, I am scatterbrained. But we also made a book to our bees in the nether. I got tired of going all the way to spawn, out to the portal there, and then back, so I've got my nether bees, which we've made some progress here too. I started on the 3 that need to be chanced in the nether. The sinister we scored on. I had my first modest queen, and then threw into cultivated. The princess, I think, turned into just a hybrid. But we got 2 pure sinister drones right off the bat. So that's awesome. I'm going to get this sinister up and running and continue on these lines. That'll bring us to the austere, which is really what we need to get to the diamandi, to the esmeralda, and all the other bees that'll give us some good resources. So anyway, let me get started. I think I've rambled on long enough, but I'll come back when I've got something more to update. Hey folks, so one thing that I do want to make is a powered spawner for a villager. There's a bee we need, Monastic, that is only from a villager trade, and well, I think that's how we're going to do it. I've got 5 of these broken cave spider spawners that I've found from underneath those trees out in the wild that have got webs all over them. So I'm going to use one of those. I've actually still got a villager. I think he's even in this pouch. Oh, no, he's in here. Oh, no, he's not in there. He's somewhere. There he is. Moss, our villager, that was our wheat trader. We don't need a wheat trader anymore. We've got, what's his name? Harry over there that's giving us emeralds. Plus, if we have a powered spawner for villagers, we might just keep him around and have him make us more emeralds until we got bees doing it. And as a temporary location, I think I'll set something up here. Now that we've got all this room, all the barrels are gone. Here's the processing for the quarry, which, you know what? I just set that up, right, in the deep dark. It's already at bedrock. I need to move it again. Well, actually not really. I've got quite a few resources. And it seems that we have a new type of ores. I guess just because it's from the deep dark maybe, but I've got 2 types of copper now, 2 types of tin, and 2 types of 2 others. Lead is one of them. But anyway, it's all in AE now, so it's all good. But yeah, I've set up a temporary spot here just to house those villagers until I get the one that I need. And actually, the ones I don't need, oh yeah, I just talked about that. I'll keep them around for emeralds, or I could cook them down in the smeltery, which I might do, otherwise I'll have a lot of going on all the time, right? So yeah, let's do a powered spawner and get that monastic bee. Hey folks, so I was looking at the patterns here on our little machine for making the spawner, and look at this, 2.5 million RF. It might take a little while, but all right. So I just need a soul vial with whatever I put in there. We want a villager that I've got in this golden lasso. I do have a soul vial with a cow in it. I had a cow here when I was making cakes for the speed upgrades for pneumatic craft. So let's swap these 2 out. Let's put the cow in the lasso, and we'll get the villager in the soul vial so that we can make our spawner. Hey, what's going on? Long time no see. Nope, I want you to go in there. Thank you. And now the cow, because you're just going to make a lot of noise. All right. So now that we've got that, let's grab a spawner and it is not taking it. Maybe I can't do it with a villager? There is a pattern here with a villager. Soul Vial with a villager with an emerald gives you an enticing villager, but I didn't go and wait for this to loop through. I assumed villager was going to be one of them. But something tells me now that's not the case. Oh, right there it was. Okay. So broken spawner and enchantment costs 15. I've got 26 levels. So let me try and figure out what the issue is. In the meantime, I've got the pieces to make the actual powered spawner, so that's out of the way. But let me try and figure out what's going on here. Alright folks, so my problem may be that just villages are not allowed to be put into a spawner. That's what I'm reading on the Reddit anyway. So that leaves us with trying to do it with the other type. The type that takes the reusable safari net. The problem with that is I think that needs mob essence. And right now, I don't think I have any mob essence. Oh wait, I've got very little of what's been collected over here by the, yeah, how much is in here? Oh, it's completely full, so I've been probably missing some for a while. I'm pretty sure that's not going to go very far, but we need mob essence. Oh gosh, that scared me. Unless there's a way to change liquid XP into mob essence. I'll have to investigate that. Alright, let me wrap my brain around this new dilemma. Alrighty folks, so I visited Micronaut's base looking for some gas tiers, and he has 895 of them now. I'm just going to borrow one so that we can make a reusable safari net so that I can make the powered spawner, or the other spawner from Mine Factory Reloaded that takes mob essence. Apparently we can change liquid XP into mob essence by pouring it into or over a sewer. The sewer, when it collects liquid XP, turns it into mob essence. So I'm going to use the mob essence that's out there that we have and just set up something really temporary up here. Maybe while I'm out there grabbing that, get another tank and maybe upgrade it to the biggest one just so that we can collect as much as the biggest one can hold. Maybe while I'm out there I'll hook it up just to the base power so it doesn't have to worry about a battery anymore. But anyway, that's the plan. Let me get started on that and come back when we got some progress. Alrighty folks, it is by no means a pretty build, but it should at least function. Right now I've just got the mob essence that we had collected over there. I just stuck with the same size tank. I didn't really want to make Enderium right now. And just have it pumping up into the auto spawner. That is the word I was looking for before. And then, it's just got some cobblestone. It's seriously not very pretty at all, but it should keep our villagers inside, and I even built a trading post here so that we can just wait, we can access the villagers from here as opposed to individually clicking on them. And a little on-off switch here for, whether or not we want to spawn them or not. Right now, of course, it's off, and I've got our villager transported into the safari net. We don't want an exact copy. I am very curious how many we're going to be able to get out of this. 128 buckets that we had or have in that tank. But let's fire it up, and we should see it working now. Yep, very good, very good. Hey, and we've got one. All right, who is he? He gives us glowstone. Okay, that's not what we need. We need some guy that's going to give us... Wow, they actually spawn pretty quickly. Alright, well, let's hang on. I don't think any of these are the bees one. Alright, well, I'm going to keep at this and see how long it takes to get a bee trading one, right? That's what we were after. Yeah. Monastic, that's right. They also can sell the proven frames. That's the only way you can get them, but... Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. In fact, I'm actually curious. how much mob essence did that use? This, of course, will be full. We've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7? There's 7 there, so... I know the pipe itself also takes a little bit, but what's in there? Alright, alright. I don't think it used very much at all to get that. I should get a good number of villagers out of that amount. Alright, let me come back when I got some good news. Alrighty, folks, I've got some good news. I've got a villager here that wants a princess for an emerald, so I bet you this guy will eventually want to give me a monastic, so we'll keep him. And I happen to notice down here, some dude wants some things for gold oreberry bushes. Now, that's very nice, because I've only got the one bush, and I was talking about getting more so that I could just grow some gold, get some nuggets grown for feeding up some more that genetics machine, whichever one takes it. I think it's the polymerizer. So I'm going to keep those 2 villagers and throw the rest of them into the smeltery, which is what I've been doing with just the one batch, actually. I just threw them in there with the lasso here and pop 9 more down here, and this is what I got. So cool. I'm going to trade with this guy and hope for a monastic and look at crafting some materials here and getting some gold oreberry bushes. I had a little mishap with my Sinister. I accidentally left the thing on here and it kind of bred itself for a while. Looks like I might have saved it here. Let's actually take a look. We had one drone that was a half-breed, a Sinister. Okay, so we've got the front half on that. That's the half-breed, and that's a half-breed. Okay, but that's cool. We've got 2 more in here that have got some Sinister on them too, so I think I'm okay. I think I'm going to be able to bring it back. So that's good news, and let's have more later. Alright, folks, I'm going to have to check the footage, but I'm pretty sure I saw a dude here that had the gold oreberry. I think one of these spontaneously changed. Well, anyway, fortunately, our friend here with the bees only required me to give him, I gave him a Meadows Princess, an ignoble, and I think they're all ignoble, yeah. And he immediately opened up this one, 12 emeralds, any other princess for a monastic drone. So I've got enough here for, oh, really only looks like 1. I'm going to pick him up too because I'm worried he's going to disappear or, I don't know, spontaneously change. I thought I actually had more emeralds than that, but now maybe I'll have to trade with some other ones to get some emeralds. But all right, we've got 1 monastic drone, and let's see if we can't figure out which one it is. Oh, yeah, you're right there. Well, then why isn't this picking you up? Oh, weird. Maybe this only has a certain range? That's weird. Okay, I wasn't going crazy. He is. He's right there. I don't know why the trading post isn't picking him up. Okay, you're the bee guy. Let's grab... Well, you're probably safe, but I just want to be sure. I just want to be sure. Don't want to lose that guy. So, that's interesting. Oh, now he's showing. Huh. Well, what are all these faces for if it has an issue showing them all? I don't know. Anyway, I got the monastic, and I'm actually going to do some trading to get some emeralds. Yeah, let's get some more drones just so that we don't have to hang on to this guy. And like that. Alrighty, folks, I did some trading with some villagers here, and I managed to get 3 monastic drones over there. So what I did was I made an exact copy of our friend Mawson here, and it made an exact copy, name and all. But just opened up his, whatever his last trade was. I think it was this one, to give him an emerald for food, for bread. And then that would open up the wheat again, and I'd give him a bunch of wheat because we got a bunch of wheat, and get some emeralds, and then kill him and make another copy and rinse and repeat until I got enough emeralds to get the bees I needed. Now this guy, I haven't done anything with because jungle barricades require jungle wood, and I don't have any jungle wood. We have not found a jungle in this world yet. It's possible that I might be able to change some other type of wood into jungle with Botanica, maybe. I have no idea. But I'll have to ask Micronaut or Jedi about that. Until then, we're just going to leave them there. We picked up our good bee buddy back in our golden lasso just for safekeeping in case they decide to spontaneously disappear. What's interesting though is that these two are still here, and it's actually the next day for me. So remember back in like episode 1 or 2 when I had the first villager that disappeared, and these guys haven't. So perhaps ones, well, evidently ones from the auto spawner will remain. The ones that appear by natural breeding, which is the ones that I got from Jedi's place, are the ones that are apparently subject to disappearing if they don't recognize they're in a village. Because this certainly isn't a village. There's no doors anywhere. So anyway, that's great. But with the monastic drones, I've only needed 2 of them before I locked down the monastic pristine stock in a Rocky. So we've got monastic now. And what's interesting is that their byproducts, let's see if I can look that up real quick. I know that monastic, that's not how you spell it. Oh my lord, monastic, thank you. All right, the wheat comb, which gives off wheat, which we need for our genetics, and the mellow comb, which, oh, I clicked the wrong one. There we go. The mellow comb can give quartz, which is great because I need that for AE. So I think we're going to keep this guy around, not just for the fact that we need him for breeding, but for his resources. So that's great. My first success with using genetics for their intended purpose happened with the Prussian queen here. This guy will work, well, let's just take a look at him. It's pretty nice. So long life, fast production. I just kept the fertility at 2 for right now. I don't really need a whole lot of drones. I just need them to produce a whole lot of mats. And they work all the time. They don't care where they are. So this is great. And that's what we need to do to all of these queens that we want mats from. And right now, oh, I did save the Sinister. So we've got that ready. The only thing is I'm working with drones or larvae right now because I need to take away their aggressive. They are aggressive. And even with the armor that I have, 1 hit is 2 hearts damage. So that's just totally unacceptable. I should get the bees right next to him that do the regen, right? So anyway, we are inoculating these drones. So this one's got the none effect, and I did fertility high just to get some drones since we need the Sinister for a couple of more breedings that we want to do. I want to get up to demonic actually, which are only a couple of hops from, to give glowstone. Glowstone's really the last thing we need for the dyes that we make. We've got all the colors that we need, and the way that I've been making the DNA dye, I've not been using this one with the 3 color dyes, I've been using this one with the glowstone. This just takes the red and the blue, which we have bees for, and the fluorescent dye, the orange and the yellow, whew, man, need that yellow, but it also takes the glowstone. So glowstone's going to be a good thing, and the demonic bee gives off glowstone as a byproduct. I don't even think it comes from a cone. It's demon. I think it just, yeah, he just drops it. So, and then the cone gives phosphorus and refractory wax, which I don't even really know what I need those for, or if I need them, but we can get, oh, I forgot, glowstone. Yes, we can get glowstone off of that bee, which are, yeah, literally 2 hops away from now that we've got Sinister. So that's very good. Saffron larvae, that's what I'm working on next to give them the working at nighttime and all that good stuff. They're next on the list. They are the yellow. We have lots of yellow, actually. We did that yesterday. I had that blue one just running. Oh, I had this by number. Let's do by name. I had the blue one running overnight, and we almost got 2,000 of these now, which is great. So I got 1,000 of those, but we still got a lot of red dye. Where's the others? There it is. And yellow we're going to be working on next. So we've got dyes locked down. And right now I've been taking glowstone over to Micronaut's place and doubling it with his Botanica stuff, but we get a bee that produces it, and that's just another great thing. Another thing I'm going to need to be working on is getting cotton over here. Look at this, 40 stacks. This was something like 80 stacks yesterday, and it just goes so quickly with that alveary. So, excuse me. We have cotton being built all the time, grown all the time over here, and I think it's about time. I've even had to make us a void chest just because it keeps clogging up. I think I'm going to have to get the line of cotton over there from here, just so that it keeps that one full all the time, and I don't have to keep carting over piles. I'll do that between this episode and next, along with getting that on base power. I haven't done anything with that. I spent a lot of time with bees, saving the sinister, working with genetics, getting that all knocked down. But we made some tremendous progress. So I'm going to work a little bit more off of this, off screen, and maybe make demonic by the time we get back on the next episode. I do have a couple of other projects I've been toying with ideas with, and I'm going to think about which ones, or one actually, I seem to get done per episode, because I didn't do any automation with the AE this episode, did I? Now maybe we'll do that one next, but I've got a couple of other things that I want to work on too. So anyway, folks, I'm going to wrap it up here. I think that's a good point. We have been doing bees, and then more bees, and then a few more bees. So I will see you next time. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.